This is Laura from The Good, the Bad, and the Tarot, and I just wanted to do a short little intro here. Normally, for those of you who are my old subscribers, and even for those of you who are new, you may already know that I do my love forecasts for the entire month. But for the month of October, I was out sick for the past 2 weeks and have been recovering from an upper respiratory infection. And thankfully, I am on the mend with that. So I just could not give up doing the love forecasts. I absolutely adore doing love forecasts. And so what I'm going to be doing is a little bit of an amending to that. These will be a mid-month love forecast for all of the signs, going in order of birth date, so Libra, and then in descending order from most likes to fewest likes from last month's love forecast. Now, some of you may already know this, but my love forecasts really do extend throughout the month. They'll take approximately 30 days or more to develop. So things may still be happening throughout the month of November. You may find that from the beginning of the forecast until the end of the prediction for the outcome card, you're looking at approximately 30 days. So there may be some overlap there with my November love forecast, but just keep that in mind. So by the time that you view this reading, it will be around the middle of October, going into the middle of October. So technically it is a mid-month forecast, but because my forecasts take approximately 30 days to develop, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that and let you know that some of the things that I'm going to be talking about are going to take time for them to happen. So just to be patient with that. And thank you so much for your well wishes and for your patience while I recover. I really do appreciate it, and sending you lots of love and light. Hello Libra. For your love forecast today, I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot as my primary tarot deck. I will also be casting the runes during the reading and pulling an outcome card, or I guess an oracle message for you at the end of the reading, using the wisdom of the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. So I just wanted to let you know those are the items I'm going to be using for your divination today. Hello Virgo. This is your love forecast for mid-October. This is for my Virgo suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies you have for the sign of Virgo? Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising, and those on the cusp. What do they need to know regarding their love lives for the middle of October, going forward? What are the love messages and energies you have for the sign of Virgo? Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Virgo rising, and those on the cusp. What are the love messages and energy, Spirit, for the sign of Virgo? Okay. I am going to be casting the runes for this reading and calling on Spirit once again. What are the messages for Virgo with regards to their love lives for the middle of October? You do have 4 runes. 2 of them are face up and 2 of them are face down. I do not read the runes that are face down. Those are the unknowns. All right. Set those over there. Let's take a look at your cards, Virgo. The Five of Swords crossed by the Ace of Swords. What comes below you is the Three of Swords in reverse. In the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. In the position of what you know to be true, you have the World. In the near future, you have Queen of Wands. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Six of Swords. In your environment, this is also how your significant other or the person that you think about the most may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the Star in reverse. Your hopes and fears are the Seven of Wands. And your outcome is the Five of Wands in reverse. All right, my Virgos. So I'm seeing already a lot of cards that do remind me of your energy. Not to stereotype your energy or anything, but you walk sort of into October, or the middle of October, with the Five of Swords. So this is a card of conflict. It can represent petty battles or a feeling of victory, even. It could be that with regards to some confrontation with another person. This could be the person that you're in a relationship with, or the person that you think about the most. There's a little bit of a feeling of defeat in your lover. So it's kind of like you've got the upper hand and haha, you got away with it, or something of that nature. There's definitely, this to me, the Five of Swords can also represent some kind of selfishness in terms of getting your way, having your way. So I guess the warning here is that, in your present situation, if you're engaged in some kind of conflict, excuse me, still getting over this bronchitis, it's not been fun, that, because here we have three people, and to me, this is almost like a negotiation, right? The problem is that, you want to be sure that you have not the shorter end of the stick, that you are on top of things, that you're winning. And, in the Rider-Waite-Smith card, we see that one person has all the swords and two people have dropped their swords and walked away. So you may win this one, but you may also be losing someone or a few people as a result of that. Just something to keep in mind. I'm going to get to the rune in a minute, but what's crossing you is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Your challenge is having to do with speaking the truth about something. There's something hidden, there's something being lied about, the truth is unknown. And what you need to do is, in order to really be victorious here, is you've got to cut away the things that are not truthful in your life, that no longer serve a purpose. And it's kind of a stop beating around the bush type of feeling. What is it that you need to say? What is it that you're unclear about? Because getting clear and getting to the bottom of whatever this is kind of the challenge for you this month. I've got a rune here coming up. It's Nathi's Constraint. So in the challenge position is some kind of need. Excuse me. Some kind of need that's not being met. It could also be something that constrains you. And this could be around a truth that's being hidden, or a lie that's been told. Something that is blocking you or challenging you. And it's interesting because this even actually looks like a little sword here. Like a little dagger. And they're both facing the same way. I don't know if you can see this. It's like the dagger of truth. So what's helping you or hindering you, and it can be either or, one or the other, is this either some kind of lie or some kind of truth that's not being told? Some speech or some element of your thought process that is not coming forward in a clear way. Okay? And in the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups, which talks about fantasy and illusion. Sometimes I get this card for someone who is thinking about all of their dreams, their fantasies. It's like living in the dream, living in a dream world. And maybe some of these things will never happen. They're not real. But in the recent past, 1 to 2 weeks back, there was that feeling of maybe there being lots of options, that you have lots of options, that you're not just limited to one. But it seems as though right now you're engaged into some kind of conflict here, engaged in some kind of one-upmanship battle, but really that may not be true. There is something that remains to be told, a story that remains to be told. The truth is going to set you free. That's the feeling that I have. And what puts you here is releasing someone, getting yourself out of the memory of your past lover. This can also represent you breaking someone else's heart. But there is here a falling away of the swords. And we have a lot of swords already in this first part of the reading. Swords represent mental energy and communication. And so in your mind, I think that you are really trying to ignore or get rid of the pain that you're feeling emotionally. But perhaps the way in which you're doing that, engaging in these conflicts, has left you a little bit unclear in terms of what direction to go in at this point. We have a little rune here. It is Perth of Future, which can also represent a risk or a gamble. And so it seems that maybe you are gambling or taking a risk in terms of ignoring some of the feelings or trying to let go of someone in your life that's caused a lot of heartbreak. But a feeling of release is what I'm feeling here in the root position. This may be something that you're unconscious of happening in your life, a subconscious factor. But I really feel like this is getting out of the pain of some kind of love triangle. And it's been a huge risk for you to take. And you may be feeling victorious here. But again, coming back to your crossing card, there's an element of confusion around you at this time in terms of what direction to go in. Because you know that whatever it is, it's over. It's completed. The loose ends are tied up. I mean, literally a new cycle can start for you. But you have to get clear in your mind. You have to understand why things happened and what the truth is. Because there seems to be some confusion as to what's going on here. And then your future, I'm getting the Queen of Wands. This is a fire sign. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but doesn't have to be. I am getting a Leo here. This is a friendly woman who is often creative, the head of her own business or enterprise. She's a good manager of resources. A lively, charismatic person. This can also represent your energy, Virgo, in which case it means that you have a lot of female energy or feminine energy around you. I am seeing this as another person coming into your life. Now, Leos and Virgos have a famous camaraderie, partnership, love, connection. So it's very possible that this is someone that you are going to be seeing in the next 2 weeks, or that's going to come into your life in some way. but how you see yourself. I see you moving on. This can also represent air travel, crossing over water, some kind of journey. But you do see yourself moving towards a more peaceful way of life. A lot of these cards suggest that you are moving on past something, despite the fact that there is some ongoing confusion. In your environment, you have the Star in reverse. This is how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. Now, not the best card. They don't seem to be very hopeful about you, or if they are, they don't see any potential in terms of reaching you or getting you back. There's definitely a feeling of hopelessness or despair. So I'd say that there's definitely a lack of faith or optimism that things are going to possibly turn themselves around, depending on who this person is in your environment. And again, in terms of the people around you, this is how they're going to be viewing you and dealing with you. They may see that you're very hopeful, but you lack the action or the actionability factor, so you may not be taking proactive steps to meet your goals, making your dreams come true. Your hopes and fears are the Seven of Wands. I think you're hoping that despite the people that are attacking you or trying to knock you off your pedestal, that you want a challenge. You're ready for a challenge. I think you're hoping that you can defend yourself and that you're going to continue fighting. I mean, there are a lot of cards here that suggest fighting or rivalry. And it's like, your hope is not to back down on something. Your hope is to speak up, okay? I'm definitely seeing that here. Your outcome is the Five of Wands reverse, which suggests that you can't be bothered to become entangled in any kind of competition. It may also indicate that you're removing yourself from some kind of competition, any kind of conflict. Essentially, you may start to have good feelings again, or a warming up of your feelings, but you're definitely not going to be engaging in any kind of verbal arguments or conflict, because the Five of Wands in reverse to me suggests taking a break from that. So as you walk in with the Five of Swords upright, you leave with the Five of Wands reversed. Wands being manifestation energy. It's an end of the petty hassles, and really, it's kind of like you don't have time for that anymore, or it's not as important to you. So we'll just have to see how this plays out, okay? Now I am going to pull an oracle message for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And I'm asking for a message that will help guide my Virgos, my Virgo suns, moons, and risings on their highest spiritual path in love and in life. What do my Virgos need to know? What do they need to know, Spirit? Please help guide my Virgos. Interesting. Haven't gotten this card very much, or at all really, and recently. You have the Metal King. Discipline, armor, and boundaries. Okay. Let's take a look at this message a little bit closer. That is card 37. Okay, the Metal King is an ally. He is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When excuse me, when you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's messages is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It's a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. Now, as a challenger, do be mindful of codependency and enmeshment when the Metal King comes as your challenger. He's inviting you to address how overwhelmed you may be around other people. Do you pick up their feelings like a sponge? Do you feel you need to heal them so that you feel better? Get grounded. Be clear about your own personal boundaries and restrain yourself when you feel like jumping in to help without being asked. This is also a warning against forming unhealthy relationships in any area of your life. That is your guidance message for this month, Virgo. I hope you've enjoyed your reading, and as always, I love to hear your feedback. Leave me a comment. I read all my comments. Give this reading a like if you liked it, and I'll see you soon for the mid-month readings. Take care.